Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day practice question. Question was the National Dolphin Day is observed on October 5th, October 6th, October 7th or October 8th. The correct answer is option A, October 5th. The National Dolphin Day is observed on October 5th as announced by the Union Environment Minister during the 67th meeting of the Standing Committee of the National Board for Wildlife in New Delhi in March 2022. Hence, option A is correct. In India, the Ganges river dolphin have been formally adopted as the national aquatic animal on 5th October 2009. Ganga river dolphin Platanista gagnetica, commonly known as Soons, is endemic to the Indian subcontinent. Often known as the tiger of the Ganga, the river dolphin is an indicator animal and has the same position in a river ecosystem as a tiger in a forest. The presence of the species indicates a healthy river ecosystem. It is found in the Ganges, Brahmaputra, Meghna and Karnafuli Sangu river systems of India and Bangladesh, while remnant populations are reported from Karnali and the Saptkosi rivers in Nepal. The species is listed endangered by the IUCN and is placed in Schedule 1 in the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the Quality Council of India or QCI. 1. It was set up in 1997. 2. It has launched a campaign, Gudvatta se Atmanirbharta, India's Quality Movement. 3. Mr. Ratan N. Tata was its first chairperson. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. That is, all the statements are correct. Recently, the Quality Council of India celebrated its Silver Jubilee. It was set up in 1997 jointly by the Government of India and the Indian industry, represented by the three premier industry associations, that is, Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India, Confederation of Indian Industry and Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Mr. Ratan Tata was its first chairman. Hence, statement 3 is correct. To celebrate the journey of quality and excellence that India stands for, QCI has launched a marquee campaign, Gudvatta se Atmanirbharta, India's Quality Movement. The campaign aims to celebrate India's quality hubs, create awareness about India's landmark achievements, and inform people about the many initiatives that India is embracing with an aim to enhance the quality of lives of all our citizens. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option D is correct. Next question is, it is grown in various states in subtropical and tropical regions of India. Heavy soils with good drainage are preferred for its cultivation. Optimum temperature for germination is 32 degrees to 38 degrees Celsius. It is water intensive crop. What is it? Pigeon pea, sugarcane, groundnut or mustard? The correct answer is option B, sugarcane. Recently, India emerged as the world's largest producer and consumer of sugar and world's second largest exporter of sugar. Sugarcane is grown in various states in subtropical and tropical regions of the country. Main sugarcane growing states are Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, etc. Broadly, there are two distinct agroclimatic regions of sugarcane cultivation in India, that is tropical and subtropical. Heavy soils with good drainage are preferred for sugarcane cultivation, though it grows well on medium and light textured soils also with assured irrigation. Optimum temperature for sprouting or germination of stem cuttings is 32 degrees to 38 degrees Celsius. It slows down below 25 degrees, reaches plateau between 30 degree to 34 degree. For ripening, however, relatively low temperatures in the range of 12 degree to 14 degree are desirable. Hence, option B is correct. Next question is, Online Building Plan Approval System or OBPAS is associated with which of the following ministries? Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs or Ministry of Defence. The correct answer is option D, Ministry of Defence. Government has approved the extension of OBPAS under E-Chhavani portal to 5 more cantonment boards, namely Agra, Ranikhet, Babina, Jammu and Kannanur. In order to make the process simpler and to reduce the compliance burden, OBPAS has standardized the application form and process across cantonment boards. Residents are required to upload only 4 documents as against the requirement of uploading 10 documents earlier. The mandatory provision for prior field inspection in the process of approval of building plan has been done away with except in case of old grant property outside the civil area. E-Chhavani is a citizen-centric project of Directorate General of Defence Estates, Ministry of Defence to provide online services across 62 cantonment boards through a common web portal in paperless, faceless and cashless manner. Hence, option D is correct. Next question is with reference to the National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited, that is NAFED. Consider the following statements. 1. It was established on 2nd October 1958. 2. Its head office is based in Kolkata. 3. It is registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Recently, an MOU was signed between Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and NAFED to boost International Year of Millets, that is IYOM 2023. NAFED was established on the auspicious day of Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd October 1958. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Its head office is based in New Delhi. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option C is correct. It was set up with the object to promote cooperative marketing of agricultural produce to benefit the farmers. Agricultural farmers are the main members of NAFED, who have the authority to say in the form of members of the general body in the working of NAFED. Next question is, which of the following best describes the term super app? It offers a suite of services for users such as messaging payments. It is amalgamation of various e-commerce apps. It is a common name given to the apps owned by Meta, or it is the substitute of Twitter. The correct answer is option A. It offers a suite of services for users such as messaging payments. A super app, or what Musk refers to as an everything app, has been described as the Swiss army knife of mobile apps like WeChat app of China. It offers a suite of services for users such as messaging, social networking, peer-to-peer payments and e-commerce shopping. Hence, option A is correct. Next question is, which of the following is not the founder member countries of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC? Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE or Venezuela? The correct answer is option C, UAE. The grouping of the world's largest oil producing countries, the OPEC and its allies, together known as OPEC Plus, decided to cut oil production by 2 million barrels per day, or BPD, recently. Established in 1960 by founding members Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela, OPEC has since expanded and now has 13 member states. Hence, option C is correct. It is a permanent intergovernmental organization created at the Baghdad Conference on September 10 to 14, 1960. The 5 founding members were later joined by Qatar in 1961, terminated its membership in January 2019. Its secretariat is located in Vienna. With the addition of another 11 allied major oil-producing countries that include Russia, the grouping is known as OPEC+. The objective of the organization is to coordinate and unify the petroleum policies of its member countries and ensure the stabilization of oil markets. Next question is, recently the term AMASIA was in the news. It is related to genome editing, supercontinent, tropical cyclones, or space exploration. The correct answer is option B, supercontinent. Instead of a second Pangaea-like continent, Akapangaea Proxima, forming scientists argue the world is headed for a supercontinent in which North America collides with Asia, dubbed AMASIA. Hence, option B is correct. The Pacific Ocean's days are numbered according to a new supercomputer simulation of Earth's ever-drifting tectonic plates. In the current model, Amasia comes about when the Pacific closes due to the weakening of the upper layer of the ocean's crust. Next question is, they are the third largest penguin. They are a member of the brush-tailed group of penguins. They are not believed to migrate and remain nearby their colony all year long. Which of the following species of the penguins are mentioned above? Gentoo penguins, Humboldt penguin, Galapagos penguins, or emperor penguin? The correct answer is option A, Gentoo penguins. The Gentoo penguin is the third largest penguin and also has the largest breeding range of any penguin species. Gentoos are a member of the brush-tailed group of penguins. Their IUCN status is least concern. Their face and head are black with a white patch above each eye that meets at the top of the head. Also, they are not believed to migrate and remain nearby their colony all year long. Hence, option A is correct. Next question is, the Sustainable Development Goals Report 2022 is prepared by UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, World Economic Forum, International Monetary Fund, or Sustainable Development Solutions Network. The correct answer is option A, UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs. The Sustainable Development Goals Report 2022 is the only UN official report that monitors global progress on the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Using the latest available data and estimates, the SDGs Report 2022 gives the global community a reality check on the devastating impacts of multiple crises affecting people's lives and livelihoods. This annual SDG report is prepared by UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs in collaboration with the entire UN statistical system, consisting of more than 50 international and regional agencies based on data from over 200 countries and territories. Hence, option A is correct. Last question is, in the context of Indian art and culture, the term Kundhei is referred to folk dance of Goa, folk music of Telangana, temple architecture of Guptas, or string puppets of Odisha. The correct answer is option D, string puppets of Odisha. The string puppets of Odisha are known as Kundhei. Made of light wood, the Odisha puppets have no legs but wear long flowing skirts. They have more joints and are therefore more versatile, articulate and easy to manipulate. The puppeteers often hold a wooden prop triangular in shape to which strings are attached for manipulation. The costumes of Kundhei resemble those worn by actors of the Jatra traditional theatre. The music is drawn from the popular tunes of the region and is sometimes influenced by the music of Odisha dance. Hence, option D is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. The World Space Week 2022 theme is Space and Sustainability, Sustainable Space Missions, Sustainable Development Goals regarding the space, or Space, the Sustainable Journey so far. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.